Well, hey, I'm back for more. I've got to get this stuff in before year's end. I like to put out 5 to 10 videos a year, and I'm trying to fit it all in this year in one night. Anyway, these are the albums. I keep talking about how I'm going to show the 7 inches. I am going to come back right after this with the 7 inches. I got a stack. I've got a stack of records and I can't get through them all, so I'm just going to show you the ones that I think are pretty cool, that have some cool information on them. So yesterday I went to Dearborn Records near Detroit and I picked up a few things there. I've been watching this documentary on Psychobilly over in the UK. It was based on the bands, probably 80, 81, maybe 79 in there. You know, there was more than punk that was happening over there, but I found a couple here, UK, this UK band, the Rock Cats. This is live at the Ritz, and this is on Island. Now, not too long ago, at the same store, I found a bunch. Somebody cashed in their Psychobilly. I don't know if I said Rockabilly, but it's Psychobilly collection, and they were all at really good prices, anywhere from $7 to $12, and I ended up picking up a stack of them. And I was going to show those, and I'll get to it, but the Rockettes, this is a good one. And then this one is Make That Move, the Rockettes. It's a mini LP, specially priced, basically 6 songs. And in this one, I didn't clean this one yet, but it's on the RCA label. There was this flyer that was inside the record album, which is very cool. Saturday, June 19th, from England, it's the Rockettes. And this is on Elizabeth Lake Road, the Clutch Cargos. So on M59, Elizabeth Lake Road, near that area, there's a Cramps record where they play at the Clutch Cargo. So I like these flyers. I collect them. This is an original, and I'll put it in my little box that I have. So that was pretty cool. And these were cheap. I think these were $5.99 each. All right, let's keep going here. Now, just down the road from that store, I always go to Sound Explosion, and they had this in the bin, and it was the T-Rex Electric Warrior, which is probably their best record, and it had this. First of all, let me show you this record. It's in pretty nice shape for for the black. Usually these black albums are always messed up. It's got the gatefold, and it's only hinged to about right there. I'll let go of it. Never probably listened to much, but I had to get this because it had this on the front of it, and they call it the review card. So it's the T-Rex. You can see the back here. Oh, my cat wants out. Hold on one second. You go now. Anyway, it says Warner's Ripoffs, and this one was for Suite 2 at Southfield, Michigan, and the radio station on this is CKLW. You can read that. Oops. But you can see this line, this perforation line right there. It says rip off. Anyway, you can take a minute and read this. still intact. And the cool thing is, I have this single that what you did is you wrote on here, it says, hey, I'd like to check it out. You write your age. I'd like to check out the new single, Bang a Gong. I meant to get that out. It's in one of my boxes because I recently picked it up, probably over the summer. I was going to throw it in here just to say, hey, this is the whole shebang. But I don't think you see those very often. You know, they were probably thrown out or used to get the single. So that was a really cool find. It's on the Reprise. Great album. That and what, Slider, probably the two big ones. Alright, we got to get going here because I'm not going to be able to fit all this stuff in. Alright, I remember Richie talking about this Ramones live at CBGB's 1977. This is the Black Friday this year. I finally picked it up. I found a cheap copy on eBay. And this is all one show. It's on Rhino. And man, this is a good sounding. And this was all done from one microphone, which is hard to believe because it sounds good. But this is all the songs off the first two albums and a couple off the third album. I think it was Sheena's a Punk Rocker, and I can't remember the other one, but they only played like two songs off the new album, which was the third. But excellent. I think I have all this stuff on those bootleg 7-inches I have, but I couldn't let this go without adding it to my collection. And over at Marty had a sale here in the VC, and I picked up a bunch of stuff he was getting rid of. And this is basically the last album I needed from Oingo Boingo, from the ones that I like. Only a Lad, their first album, 1981. It's got a cutout here, but other than that, really nice shape. A&M label. So happy to get that, and I'm done with Oingo Boingo. He also had these Pere Ubu, The Art of Walking. Now this is a later record. This is still in the shrink with a price tag. Band, I think these guys are out of Cleveland. This is more experimental. They were a pretty experimental band, but I've got to take a second listen to this one. I really couldn't get into it the first listen, but it not horrible, but not appealing. The second one I got from him was 390 Degrees of Simulated Stereo, live in Cleveland, London, and Brussels. UBU Live Volume 1. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. I was being called. But yeah, Volume 1, I don't think there was ever a Volume 2, but this is a live, and this has most of their early stuff, which is the stuff I like. I'll listen to that again and see if I like it. If not, I'm going to probably purge it, but I'm not hanging on to records that I don't listen to anymore. I'm starting to go through some stuff, but really cool, good sounding. And this is on a bass record. Here's the back. But yeah, that's my first two, Pere Ubu. He also had these, I bought these 3 records together here. And these are Devo bootlegs. Sing If You're Glad to Be Devo. This is on the Corny phone. These are pretty early. I'd say the 80, 81. Yeah, Uncontrollable Urge. Come On Johnny. Blockheads. Too Much Paranoias. Praying Hands. Smart Patrol. Words Get Stuck in My Throat. Fanfare. And these were recorded live at the Mabuha, San Francisco except for one track or two from Cleveland, Ohio. But here's the back. See the corny phone. Oh, these cats are in and out. But pretty cool artwork on that. Real nice shape. These next two are sealed. This is the Devo Bio. Anyways, Can You Take It? This one is called. Rubber Robot Records. First edition, 500 copies. Excellent stereo, kids. And here's the set list. Duty Now for the Future. Another early one. Sealed. And here's one. This is like the same title as that first one I showed you. Sing If You're Glad to Be Devo. Rubber Robot, product of Dacron, Ohio. I like that, Dacron. But this is also sealed. And this is an early one. Here's the back, this tracks that are on there. I think these were selling for about $65 a piece on eBay. But those were, unsealed. These are sealed. So I couldn't pass up on that. Finally, I got this one, and I've been looking for this one for a while. I have it on CD, and I love the sound of this record. Probably my favorite Velvet Underground record, but it's White Light, White Heat on Verve. It's got some wear to it, but the record's in good shape. And man, the guitar tone on this record is just, you just can't, you gotta hear it, you know what I mean? I'm sure everybody's heard it, but it's just unbelievable guitar tone, fuzz, and just, the sound. So that was cool to find at a good price too. That record runs up there, All right, this one, I couldn't believe I found this one. The Cramps, Songs the Lord Taught Us. I have the second edition, with the purple, but this is a first press with the blue writing on the back and the white up here. Really nice shape. This album was all messed up. All the tracks here don't match what's on the titles on the record. And here's the... So they quickly repressed it. So there aren't a lot of these out there. It's really rare. But really happy to put this in the collection. And here's speaking of, here's a couple more. This is the Flanders broadcast, 1996. The Cramps, Hanky Panky. And this is a double live album. But there's the back. And this is a Flanders broadcast, 1996. Let's see, where is it noted? Belgium, East Flanders, Belgium, April 12th, 1996. There was some from Amsterdam and Netherlands also on here, but it's 2 record set. Sounds great. Not the typical boot that you hear from the Cramps. This has good sound. And I think I bought this on Millions of Records. So I think he's still got some. And here's the Do the Cramps, or the Cramps Do the Clam, 1986. And this is also another good sounding double album. Gatefold. Yeah, so this was a live FM radio broadcast from a Date with Elvis tour. Yeah, 1986. But very cool. It could have been a better album cover, but it's pretty lame. But good sounding. Like I needed more Cramps records there. And the last one I've got here is, you might know them as the Lollipop Shop. But they finally put this album out how it was supposed to be. You know, their manager also managed the Seeds and the Weeds, which was their original name, the Lollipop Shop. So he changed it. He changed their name to Lollipop Shop behind their back without them knowing it, and that pissed them off pretty greatly. Just Color. But anyway, they finally released this how it should be, the Weeds. And they also included 2 7-inches with this, and they're in a box up there. I took them out, put them in my 7-inches, but it's their first singles as the Weeds, and then I think the Lollipop Shop. There's like 4 songs on that one, but yeah. So Cole probably wish he was alive to see how this should have looked. But yeah, they weren't happy about that at all. Anyway, I'm sorry for this long video. What are we at? 16. So anyway, I'm going to get this 7-inch video out probably tomorrow. It's getting a little late here tonight, but that's some of the stuff. You know, I still have a bunch here. I want to file this stuff away, but I wanted to show it too. So maybe I'll show some more of this stuff. Not as good as this stuff, but we'll go from there. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year, everybody. Hope you guys had a good Christmas, and be careful on the holiday roads. We'll see ya. Thanks for watching.